back to the village. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why we headed back to the village is so we can do some chillage. Wah, 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 wah. Tears of the Kingdom Tuesdays. Yeah. Nintendo Switch. Ooh. Yeah, I just saw what's the gamer's name? Is the game streamer is called Darkside Phil. Yeah, I think I heard of that name before, but I wasn't like a viewer. Uh, but Osmond Gold talked about how the guy begs for money, and I was like, man, and he gets real mad if you don't donate money to him. I've never really seen a streamer do that. I've seen streamers beg for money because they're like in a financial pinch, like Shoe Nice. Shoe Nice was an old, like original YouTuber who got, uh, I guess he just became alcoholic, I want to say. And he just got crazy with it. I guess he thought it was going to last forever or something like that. Yeah. I guess so. I guess some people, when the money flows in, they don't invest it wisely, and they kind of have the MC Hammer effect, and they just think it's this is gonna work forever, like the same thing, and they just get kind of lazy, or they get drunk, or they get on drugs, or some shit like that, and then they just kind of lose everything. Like Shoe Nice was extraordinarily stupid, though, but this guy Dark Side Phil just seems like a douchebag. Yeah, I don't really. From the content, I mean, if I wanted to play Tears of the Kingdom or fucking, Mario Kart World or something, I could just stream myself saying curse words and bullshitting or being drunk or whatever. I don't need another guy. I don't need to pay another guy to do that for me, right? So that's kind of like more than a middleman. It's like a unnecessary man at that point. So I know his sub. I mean, if you get 200,000 subs, it's not obviously it's not the poor man's sub, the poor man's streamer. But you know, I think there's really only so far his content can go, and if he's begging for money, it's probably gonna his subs are probably gonna go into the shit even worse until eventually it might the subs might go down so low that it like you know kind of probably his subs will go so low that everything just like craters, and so it's probably what's gonna happen. So like, first of all, we didn't even light the fire. Number two, I keep throwing the shit on the ground, so we gotta remedy those mistakes. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom since last Tuesday, so I gotta get back into the Tears of the Kingdom vibe. There we go. The fire is on, and then here we go. No, it was hilarious about Dark Side Phil was that Osmond Gold was making fun of his his streaming videos. And what was so hilarious about it was that he couldn't figure out this one puzzle. And, some of the Tears of the Kingdom puzzles are kind of hard. I kind of struggled with some of them at first, not because I was stupid, but because I just didn't understand how the game mechanics work. It's kind of overwhelming at first if you don't know what you're doing. So it's not as overwhelming as like learning Chinese if you're English, but yeah, it's not very simple though either. So you have to know how to fuse, you have to know how to move objects, you have to know how to use all the different functions and everything. So yeah, I mean, a lot of people, if you just pick up this game and you never played a Zelda game before, it's going to be quite the learning curve until they have tutorials and stuff, get you started. But still, even with that, it's kind of rough. It's not as rough as calculus free, but you know what I mean. It's not as rough as calculus, but yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, then it's going to be rough, you know, if you don't know how to do it. So, yeah. All right, so we're getting the ticket for the Mega Millions tonight, 900 million. Somebody won last night. I don't know if it was me. I'm going to check my ticket tonight. I'm going to see what's going on because I don't know when. I know I want to have a golden eye party this week. Um, I'm not going to choose 1111, even though that might hit on the Mega Millions tonight. If I had more money, I'd probably do it, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to play my regular numbers and then hope that carries the day. Ooh. Out of the sweetness of their hearts, the Democrats opened the government up just so they would be blamed for shit going down during the holidays, and that's basically it. So they can go on fucking vacation and fuck off again. That's it. Same old shit. By the graciousness of the hearts, the Democrats reopened the government. Yeah. Oh, how sweet of them. What sweet people they are. Yeah. By the good graciousness of their hearts. Yeah, I keep saying by the good graciousness of their hearts, the Democrats reopened the government. Yeah. They didn't want to be the Dems who stole Christmas, I guess. That's what I would title it. If they would have kept the shutdown going without a deal, I would have called it. My headline would have been "The Dems That Stole Christmas," which would be accurate. Uh, uh, hey, hey. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Copious mushroom skewers. Okay. Thanks for not winging it. Oh. Okay. All right. So, do we have any of the milk? Are we out of milk? Shit. You didn't start the fire. Don't it start it when your grandmama farted. I've got a baked golden apple. Yo, how about them apples? Wow. Hey, got a fish too. How about them apples? You always got to do that during when you're playing Zelda. There's apples. You go. How about them apples? Mm-mm-mm. How about them apples? All right, no more coffee for you. Oh shit. They have a festival in Japan that worships penises, but actually a lot of women go to it. I guess it would be like men going to the festival of tits or something. It would just make sense. I'm sure there'd be women going to lesbians and stuff going to the festival of titties as well. There'll be lots of breast lovers everywhere. Tit lovers everywhere unite. Ooh. We were out of milk, but thankfully this market was here. This friendly country store. Thank God. $900 million, huh? Whoa. So instead of playing 11-11, which, might, since it's Veterans Day, who knows? Maybe that's what is played, either by luck or design. But if it's not that, then all the people that played 11 will just be like, shit, I want my 5 to, some people maybe they spent $4,000 or something to try to win the game. Who knows how much they spend, or maybe a lottery pool or something. But so, but I'm going to go ahead and pick my numbers. Yes. That I feel that I might win. So my particular sequence. Um, yeah. And so either tonight I'll be like, all right, I'm glad we picked what we picked. We made some money tonight. Or it'll be, shit. I should have picked 11-11. You know. But uh mm, yeah. Oh. Oh. Do you have any butter in this one? We have some butter? Okay, good. Bit of the butter. Then we need a rice, I believe. Do they have meaty rice balls? Meaty rice balls. Meaty rice balls. Eh. Meaty rice balls. Meaty rice balls. Get that meaty. Get it for my sweetie. Meaty rice balls. I went to Tahiti. Girls in the bikinis. Back on my scene. Oh, that's what we were missing. We're missing the salt. That's what makes the soup. Oh, hasty veggie cream soup. Now let's make a meat soup. A meat stew. Make that meat soup down. Make that meat droop. But don't have a meat poop. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Get that beef. Yeah. Yeah. Ice, ice, baby. Moldova. Sorosian. Oh wow. Moldova. Huh. Oh. Ah. People are pretty medieval. Ah, okay. So like basically a Moldovan woman and her accomplice, they beat some person with a stick and electrocuted them, and then they threw them out to their death to a 9-story window, and so they were sentenced in Moldavia or Moldava. That's in Romania. They were sentenced to near like Count Dracula and Transylvania and all that shit. Moldova, yeah. Um, they were sentenced to 17 years, but she fled to the United States. Under Trump, she was picked up by ICE and she was going to be sent back to Moldova, but or Moldavia, whatever you want to call it, actually. And then she probably tried to just act like she was a normal woman when she was released. She was probably trying to act like oh, I'm just some pretty Eastern European woman in America, like that sort of shit. She wasn't really all that young, but I'm sure that's the angle she was going for. Like, oh, I'm some pretty lady from the Eastern Europe. Be kind to me, like that sort of thing. And I wonder what kind of job she got, or if she just found a sugar daddy that wanted sex, and she just had sex with the guy, and then the guy paid the bills or whatever. Or if she was working some crappy job somewhere, I wonder what it was. She was working at the Walmart or some shit. I wonder what the real deal was. Like the old saying goes, not all villains wear mustaches, twirling mustaches. Yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Okay. Do we have enough food to go, or we need some crab stew, or what? Y'all are feeling that, huh? Oh no, oh no, no. My first stepfather was trying to, before he died of cancer in 1989. He was trying to torture me with seafood, and maybe that's part of the reason I don't like seafood. But I'm not gonna blame it all on him. But No, I just always like land food better for the most part. So energizing seafood rice balls. Okay. Get some herb fish with some butter. Yeah, it sounds like a dish down that you should cook up. Get it on down. Salt grilled fish. Yeah, you know it. We got enough food, dude, or no? We never have enough dough. You need to get it domed. Uh, Tomato soup. Yo, we just got to get our soups going on, brother. Tomato soup. Fruity tomato stew. Extra fruity. Oh yeah. All right. That sounded gay. Yeah, that was the whole purpose. All right. It's like sound gay or get out. That's not your motto, is it? Oh. Yeah. So the argument is to beat to beat China at AI, then America, uh, the the whole presupposition is that to beat the Chinese Communist Party at global world domination, that basically the United States of America has to be number one in artificial intelligence. Number two is the supposition or the premise in the West goes as follows. Uh, I mean, as we know, literally, the facts state that the Chinese Communist Party have been doing industrial technological espionage on the United States and infiltrating the United States for years to try to steal state and corporate secrets. And so that's documented that they've done that and are engaged in that kind of industrial espionage on the USA. So trying to steal trade secrets because um, top-down government, a totalitarian, authoritarian, communist government does not allow for freedom of thought or exchange without having to consult with uh, the uh, Chinese Communist Party. So they lag behind often because they are not allowed to innovate. So they have to steal or copy or reverse engineer most of what they produce for themselves. Yeah. So the lack of freedom for the Chinese communists is basically their Achilles heel. The very structure of their government, the Mao Zedong communist structure, is um, it does not foster innovation and creativity if you have to ask your communist Karl Marxist daddy for permission to do something all the time. So yeah, So the general theory or premise about the Communist Chinese is that basically that China might win in future contests with the United States because basically because China, being communist and atheist, have no moral and ethical principles. And so the theory is they do have a freedom, but it's not a freedom of creativity. It's not a freedom of innovation. It's not a freedom of liberty. They have a freedom where they don't have moral and ethical restraints on their research and development. Yeah. So they can be as evil as they want to be. And so people are saying they're going to have they're the most advanced AI. They're going to have super soldiers. They're going to have devastating uh, molecular and chemical and biological weapons and so on and so forth. So that's at least the premise, the supposition that, you know, is going on right now in the West, at least. And some people are saying you could have socialism. I'm sorry, religion is the root cause of all the wars, and that socialism and communism are less bloody than, and atheism are less bloody than religion. And I wouldn't say that's really true because Adolf Hitler was a socialist. So I think that's wrong to say that. I don't think religion is evil. People, they are like, well, looking for the answers about life. And there's nothing wrong with that to me, unless, they're trying to force their beliefs on me. If uh, there was a period I was not going through the best time or whatever. And part of my family started to send me a lot of Jesus books. And I was like kind of nauseated a little bit. And yeah. They were, not really. There's nothing wrong with sending me the books about Jesus. It just, um, the issue here is that like money really can't normally solve personal problems, right? Like, okay. But like people expecting if they send like a Bible guide to people and that's just going to change their lives, that there's going to be the magic of the Lord or some bullshit. These people are just ridiculous, really. And so I'm not saying that there is no God or there is no Jesus Christ. I'm just saying people are usually hypocrites, and they usually are not. They usually seem like condescending, like, oh, your life isn't going the way we want it to, so we're gonna send you all these Jesus books and shit, and like, oh, maybe he'll get the message and turn his life around or some shit. It's just kind of bullets. And as I said before, it doesn't mean that God isn't real. I'm just saying that the people that do this kind of thing are kind of hypocritical, are kind of, but I think socialism and communism has killed more people per capita on the planet than any of the world's five major religions. And that's, I think that's pretty accurate. So the reason why the Chinese Communist Party and Mao Zedong and Adolf Hitler can kill millions of people, and Pol Pot and so on, is because they do not fear the afterlife. They do not fear a supreme being. They do not fear judgment or punishment. So the Chinese communists, they don't care how many people they will try to kill to take over the globe or dominate the globe. Whether it's awful weaponized bioterror viruses, whether it's super soldiers, whether it's animal human hybrids, whether it's robotics, AI, they don't care how they conquer the globe. They don't care who gets killed. They don't care who suffers as long as they win. Winning is the highest goal. Should we go down? Take me down to Ebon Mountain. Or should we go? Yes, to the long road around the bend. Mm. Oh no! There we go. Take me down to the paradise titty. Ooh. All right, let's hit the broad, broad. Ha 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 ha. Broad. What? We're gonna try to have hamburgers tonight. We don't have any hamburger buns, but yeah. Don't have any buns, but we got some fun. Ooh. Don't have any buns, but we're not done. Ooh. We're writing a new song? Hell yeah. Don't have any buns, but we have fun. Oh, oh, oh. Defeating monster forces. Don't have any buns, but we're gonna have some fun. Ooh. Won't stop until we're done. Ooh, ooh, ooh. We got the evil trees. My least favorite enemies. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I mean, you could like, yeah, one could say, it's 11-11, so that's what the Mega Millions is going to be. Yeah, yeah. Or you could say, well, it might be another number though, and that could just be a red herring. That could just be a false flag. That could just be you know, it could just be a nothing burger. Yeah, I didn't really want to debate people on communism and socialism and religion and atheism today, but yeah, if someone wanted to, if someone wants to really argue with me that socialism and communism is better than capitalism, or that atheism is better than religion, then we'll have a great debate then, because I'll probably whoop your ass in that debate. So good luck. So communism allows you the freedom, atheism allows you the freedom to be evil, basically speaking. We don't have any buns, but we're gonna have some fun. Ooh, 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 ooh. Dance to the song. All come along. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Getting to. So, Dark Side Phil, he couldn't solve a puzzle, and this like young anime girl solved it. And Asmon Gold's reacting to um, he's reacting to Dark Side Phil not being able to figure out uh, this Tears of the Kingdom puzzle, and it's so funny. I don't even know if I've beaten the shrine before. Oh, oh, oh. Ooh, ah, oh, ah, ah, ooh, ah, ah. Ooh. Okay, so that's the ice one. Ice, ice, Linky. Ding, 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 ding. Ice, ice, Linky. Hey, boy. Welcome to the team. Oh, you know, I do have an idea here. Um, are you ready for it? This might hurt a little, but when the baddies come, then the daddies run. Now, when the baddies come, the daddies run. What? When the daddies come. Oh, wait. What's going on? All right, here's my boys. Are they ready for it? Ooh, did it work? Or was that just futile? Futile. All right. Okay. Let's do some matter swimming, quantum activity. Oh, you butthole. You're gonna pay for that shit. You're gonna pay with an ass whooping now. Oh, boys ain't gonna protect you now, dog. Welcome to the team. Ooh. Ooh. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the team. You knocked him out of there? Okay, he's throwing rocks and shit still at me. Let me tell you what, dog. We're gonna fix that situation. Hey. It wasn't Tula. It was just the wind. No, I thought it was Tula at first. Come on, my boy. Boy, dead yet? Here's the deal. Give me lemon now. Oh. Oh. Welcome to the team. Now I got the fiend. Back on the scene. Got my jelly beans. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah. Wow. Shit kind of weak, to be honest. Shit kind of weak. Or how weak is it? Well, no, it's actually this shit you made was pretty weak though. Down. All right. Gotta get it down. Gotta get it on. We have to defeat the monster forces. With the disturbance in the land of Hyrule. Must defeat the monster forces before it's too late. Monster forces. You getting excited about the monster forces? The monster forces are quite exciting. The forces. See, the forces are a force, you know? A force to be reckoned with. Should I make a balloon? I think next I'm going to make a balloon ship. That is for a fact. Give me my balloon ship, boy. Ooh. Hey, no slacking on the monster forces stuff. Oh. You're my blackened crab. Ooh. Let me rescue my boy. Yo, rescue my boy. Rescue my boy. My boy Hino coming like Al Pacino. He's on the scene though, you know he's my bro, yo. Oh, that was a nice flow on that one. Excellent. Got that salt grilled meat. Sneaky meat, seafood fried. Oh, the fairy tonic, yeah. Better know. Get no wise. All right. You already knew, huh? If I won that 250,000, then I'd say, yo, let's go for the money. I would say two for the show, like Elvis Dawn. And then I would say, let's go for the 900 million. And I would like dress up like Santa Claus and go on a sleigh. Yeah. No, I'd make a sleigh helicopter and it would like drop it would drop presents on people and shit. Jingle beer, jingle all the way. Jingle, jingle beer. Ooh. Because I think it is time for a ride of the ages. It's time for a ride of the ages. Time to turn the pages. Stop the rages. Yo, bacterial phages. Step to the stages. Coming like Dark Ages. My rhymes are outrageous. Yeah, that'd be a good start. Good start to the album, though. And then you could end it with like, I'm gonna escape the Matrix. Um, I'm like plate tectonics. I'm as fast as Sonic, but not the cheeseburger. It's hard being a pimp. So my first stepdad was torturing me with gumbo and seafood, like eating crab and shit. And I was like, yeah. Thank God, my mom was like the McDonald's mama. So I was enjoying that good old like 1980s McDonald's goodness and getting my Happy Meal toys and stuff. And early Chick-fil-A was in the mall, it wasn't even out. It was just in the malls only. And we were hooking that Chick-fil-A up too. I still remember the first time I was in San Jacinto Mall when I was a kid with me and my mother, and I smelled that Chick-fil-A, that chicken sandwich, and the pickle juice and everything, and just that aroma in the air. Way before Popeye's chicken sandwich, all that bullshit. Way before KFC sandwich, there was the chick motherfucking fillet, the motherfucking fillet, and that shit was the king. Well, I mean, they had a Wendy's chicken sandwich that was pretty good. It was called the Wendy's Classic Club Sandwich. It was so good back in the day, but only like in the 1980s though. It wasn't very good after that. I think a lot of global corporations took over uh, fast food chains, and then they all went to shit. And like KFC hasn't tasted the same since like 2012 or something. So until global corporate brands took it over, so yeah. That's probably why Review Bra is probably so pissed so much because he probably, even though I don't even know if he's even 30 yet, but if he was a 90s kid, he probably remembers the fast food being a lot fucking better than that. Okay, he's 20. Oh, he's almost 30, born 1997. Yeah, he might remember a little bit. He might remember growing up in the 2000s, maybe the fast food being a little better. But yeah, I guess he's not that old. John Jurassic. Oh my God. Thank God he wasn't born in like 1985 or something, man. People, when Jurassic Park was coming out, man, they would have. Yeah, I know he looks pretty weird. He dresses weird. Yeah, but he found him a nice, YouTube niche. Without YouTube, maybe a weird guy like this would have never ever had an income. Like he would have had to get a regular job, and people would have been like, "Oh, look at that gay dude who looks like he's a queer and he dresses in 1920s clothing and he has you know, uh, strange conversational mannerisms and thinks he's like a model from the 1920s." It is pretty bizarre, his whole shittick, but you know, it's hey, it's working. The review bra. So now I'm not the only guy in the world who thinks that John Jurassic or uh, the review bra report of the week guy is wears strange 1920s costuming. So does he dress like that all the time? Probably. So, but to each their own. He's allowed to be as strange and as enigmatic as he wanted. I'm not going to write, mean shit on his YouTube or anything. I'm not going to write on there. I'm not going to be like, your weird 1920s outfit and fucking, you look strange. I'm not going to write shit like that. So I'm not gonna write his mean comments section, right? All right, we have our freedom cage. Freedom cage. Well, it's working. It may not be aerodynamic. All right, but it's functional. It's the thing about this flyer is that it's not very energy efficient. That yeah, it's not aerodynamic or energy efficient. So those are two knocks against ever trying this again. I always try something like this. Always want to make a cage flyer, but it always kind of turns into a shit show like this. Oh, oh, oh. Oh man, a disaster free, a catastrophe with a disaster. Uh, well, there's no such thing as a disaster free, but she just made that up. Yep. How about you want to take the design to the next level? Yeah, let's level up this design here because this is good, but it's not next level design. So let's take this up to the next level that we can and make this a hovercraft. It's going to hover and at the same time it's going to maneuver. So we'll have a hover maneuvering craft with flight, hovercraft elements, and also good navigation, steering, and still not aerodynamic, still not like dynamic, but not aerodynamic. It's really so now we made this monstrosity. Oh, let's pick up the herb first. Yeah. So what if I won the $250,000? I would just say, you know what? I won the 50,000. I won the $250,000, not to YouTube or to the public. I would say that to my family. There we go. So now we have the hover. Yeah, it's rather sluggish craft, is it not? It's not very. Doesn't really get any performance points, does it? Well, as a low altitude, I'd say. Yeah. It's not bad for a low altitude craft. It has good stability on the ground when it's landed. So I guess there's that. Oh well. You want to tweak the design? Might want to tweak it even further, but it's already too heavy though. So monster forces, yeah. Monster forces, monster forces, ooh. Monster forces, ooh. Monster forces, wow, wow. Welcome to the team, baby. Welcome to the team. Ooh. My flame scepter. Yeah. Up, down, like sexual activity. Ooh. In, out, in, out, in, out. Oh, in, out. Give me that steak. Give me that steak. Ooh, give me some of that beef, chief. Better believe. Oh, oh, oh. Give me the beef now, boy. Uh, yeah, I was that Indian dude in seventh grade. You know, he was like, Mrs. Sorensen has some nice titties, and I was like, and he was like, oh, I think I could see her nipples behind the shirt. I was like, oh, well. Although Miss Sorensen was one of those young hot teachers, one of those young hot blonde teachers, and you know, yeah, she looked good. She kind of looked like like a hotter version of Michelle Pfeiffer with bigger boobs. It was happen. She was happening for sure. Oh yeah, catching the boys' attention from a young age. Oh yeah, you know it. So I just wasn't. Even if I was whispering into a boy's ear in seventh grade, I wasn't about to be like talking about the teacher's nipples in the class. I was like, I don't know about that. That's a little bit too much. That's a little bit too much for my seventh grade, experience. I was like, yeah, I'm noticing how hot she is, but I don't want to talk about it though. I just don't want to talk. Let's see what Tula's barking about. Tula? That Indian boy was trying to bend it like Beckham. Woo! Bend it like Beckham. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, she was an attractive woman though, for sure. Oh yeah. Ooh. And they had this one social media. I guess he's a leftist celebrity or something. They call him Destiny, and they're like I have never given a shit about this guy's existence. I mean, in the first place, the guy who's calling himself fucking Destiny is delusional to begin with. But if he's a leftist, I'm not interested anyways. So I don't understand who the fan base of Destiny is. Oh shit. All right, so we're out of balloons. Gosh, my ride has died. My ride has died, but I can't abide, even though it's fried. I must. Um, I must confide. Oh yeah, but I must. No, 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 no. At the end, it should be. But I must survive. Yeah, that's good. That's better. That makes more sense. I must salvage my Borg mobile. My hoverboard. Hmm. Okay, so well, you've always been a great engineer, one of the finest engineers. No. Uh-uh. They do it like make a super hover, a hover like no other. Ooh, a hovercraft worthy of Final Fantasy. I don't know about that. Okay, we created the what the fuck mobile. Yay! All right, let's launch this thing. You realize you did it backwards, huh? Yep. All right. Do 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 do. do. All right. That's no problem. We'll just fix that. All right. So here's the plan here. We're gonna take out the device, Don. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Yeah. It's more like um, what? Oh shit. Here we go. There. Better idea. Okay, that's good. And it's time for the Mecha Flyer. Ooh. You got the little chill spot right there. Ooh. It's got a lot of power. Yeah. All right. Let's boost it. There we go. Yeah. All right, but we're not going to do this without one more item. We'll do one on top. Yeah, and then the rest we'll just wing it. We're at 2 p.m. right now. All right. Yeah, so I'll wait to see what's going on tonight. Get the Mega Millions for 900 million, and then I'll see if see what the plan is, and then I'll plan from there basically. See if I. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted to do. Here we go, baby. Yeah, there we go. Looks like we did it, man. Yeah. It's going pretty nicely. I'd say so far. With all those fans, it has a lot more power to it. Although it runs out of power quicker, but do. Zone I charge. Bow, bow, bow. I could vote. All right. Ah. Okay. Roasted mighty bananas. Banana, fana, fofana, a fee, 5 for 5 feet. Banana. Ooh. Oh. All right. That's good so far. We'll so everybody have a excellent Veterans Day here in the States. Anyhow, God bless and best of success. I'm gonna take a recess. Oh, probably go see what the dogs are doing. Peace.